That are regular viewers of the channel, you know I don't really work on my cars. Like I said, this is a beater car, so beater cars need leaves in them under the engine compartment, of course. Pull it out. That is not a good thing. More gas, more gas. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704, and I'm Matt, and as you can see behind me, there is no Fox body Mustang here. Did I get rid of the Fox body? No, of course not. Actually, what we're doing today is a little video on the Jetta. This is my daily beater car, and I say beater because that's what I do to it. I beat it up pretty bad. It gets great gas mileage. It's a 2014 Jetta. I've been in a couple times on the channel, but today what we're going to do is we're going to change out the wiper blades and the air filter. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like, well, I just changed the blade on this side already to prepare. That clears the hood. The other blade does not. I guess you can kind of get that off. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. So let's get started. So I already did the one on the passenger side, but here you can see the new windshield wiper still in the box. This is the old one, and I went ahead and did the first one so I knew what I was doing, because for those that are regular viewers of the channel, you know I don't really work on my cars. So I figured I could do these couple simple steps. In addition to changing the wipers, we're also gonna change out the a daytime running light. Okay, so let's see if this is going to be a little easier. It still might not clear. Yeah, that's much better. So, and pull that out, and then we can leave that standing up there. I did not have that problem when I changed it on the passenger side. I had clearance. But, and as you can see, like I said, this is a beater car. So beater cars need leaves in them under the engine compartment, of course, because I don't take care of my beater car. Go, Jetta, go. Started just now. Oops. It's the instructions, I don't need this. And this part you actually don't need. The first thing you do on the new wiper blade on these particular ones, which are Trico Instinct, you gotta take these two tabs here and push them in. When you do that, you can slide this off there. Okay, now we get that part out. Of course, we got the old wipers out, and gonna need one of these guys. Okay, so you're actually going to slide this in, like so. Okay, and then we've got to get this C-piece out. So the way to do this is you got to kind of push this back, and then it slides out. This is now ready to go on the car. Okay, now I've got my new blade ready to go into the holder here. I'm just gonna slide that tab in, and it's almost in. You can see it's not quite there yet. Push a little harder. It not working. Okay, so I figured out why this blade actually wasn't working on the other side. I didn't even notice this, but it's a 19-inch blade. The first one I put in already that worked great, which is this blade right here. And then the one I was just trying to put in is a 24, so no wonder it doesn't fit. You can actually see how the 24 is longer here, or bigger. So that's why it doesn't work. I'm gonna have to go back to the auto parts store and get the right one. I'm not sure how I ended up that way. They actually grabbed the blades for me. So I am a goofball, or other words you might be thinking of. One blade is longer than the other for a reason. It's supposed to be like that. They're not both the same size. So I swapped the sides and messed it up. I'm gonna go ahead and re-swap them now. So the hood's back down, goes right in. Okay, so now we're gonna test, but it looks like we're good to go. Okay, so let's test and see if these actually work. Whoa, nice and scrapey. And another thing I messed up on is I did not actually remove this thing that says remove retirer. So it was kind of scraping when I was testing. Guys, I told you I should not be working on my own vehicles, but hey, I'm trying it today and I'm learning. So far it still goes down the road and I haven't blown it up. Success! Okay, so I got the hood back up and up here. We're gonna change the air filter and gotta get the air box off here. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. I don't know if these have to come out too, maybe. I don't know, I'm gonna find out. Okay, so far I've got 6 of the bolts out. Looks like there's 2 more here. Okay, I got all 8 of the bolts out, and it comes up a little bit. I still got 2 of them kind of in there, but I think it's enough to get this guy out. All right, it's actually not that dirty. Let's compare it to the other one. All right. Yeah, here's the dirty one, here's the clean one. You can definitely see it's cleaner, but I've seen them much worse than this. Yeah, here's the front sides. Okay, so it's pretty easy with the air filter, right? You just take these 8 bolts out and then you put them back in when you're done. There's one other thing I mentioned we are gonna do. That is wash our hands afterwards, but for now, we are going to replace one of the lights. Let me show you which one is out. Start the car. You can see this daytime running lamp here is on. This one here is off. So, we're gonna have to figure out how to change that. Yeah, the light bulb that is out is a daytime running light, which is right here. It's not this one. This one's the turn signal. Right here, and you're supposed to be able to change this through this back panel here. Oh, I just kind of knocked that off. Yeah, so basically you untwist that. Came right off. And it's one of these guys in here. See if we can get the whole assembly out. Here we go. There must be another one because I've changed that before. It's just the headlight. Must be another one in here. I'm feeling around for it. Oh, ow. That was tight. Okay, so this one's underneath. And that is the bulb that is actually burnt out. Okay, these are the daytime running light bulbs. I'm using it's 7506. I've already opened up the package, obviously. Let's go ahead and pull the old bulb out. I did find some gloves, by the way. Again, you don't want to get your, the human skin, the grease touching the bulb. It can make it not last as long. At least that's what I've read. So, the bulb here, the old one, just pull it out. And, oh, it's actually interesting. It corroded in there. Look at this. That is not a good thing. I guess that's why it went bad. I'm gonna try to get something to get that out with. Okay, so to recap what happened, when I pulled that out, the whole bulb did not come out. You can see down here, this bottom part was left in here. Oh, and by the way, I did, whoops, almost knocked that down. I did find that you can disconnect this connector here to make it a lot easier to change this part. Unfortunately, I did break off a little bit of the plastic there, so I'm hoping it's still gonna hold it in. But anyway, let's go ahead and try to put the new bulb in here. Seems pretty snug in there. Hoping that, again, the cracked part won't matter too much. We'll connect it back up. See the little connector here? All right, and now I'm gonna turn it on from the inside and see if the bulb comes on. Yes, it works. Okay, so these are really a pain to get back in, but basically you just insert them and then you turn it as hard as you can to the right. This one is further down. Look right here, you can see where I put the bulb in right down there. And now I'm gonna do the same thing in this top one for the headlight bulb that I got out of the way just to make our job easier. Okay, I finally got that to click, so it's in place. I'm gonna go ahead and take this piece and screw it back on top. Just kind of goes right there, and then you just turn it. That actually is pretty easy. Okay, let's make sure all the lights still work. All right, you can see we do have daytime running lamps now. Those are working on both sides. Okay, so just a quick recap on what we did on the Jetta here. We did replace the air filter, the windshield wipers, and the daytime running light on this side. That cost me a grand total of $75, and the dealership quoted me 250 bucks. So that's again where, you know, you could save money definitely by doing it yourself. The $75 for me was obviously just the parts, but the dealership wanted $250 total for those things, and I just think that's ridiculous. As you saw, I did have trouble with the bulb. I broke the little plastic piece a little bit, but you know, it's not gonna be a huge problem, I don't think. And everything's working. I can work on my vehicles myself a little bit, just a little bit. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button. If you are stopping in for the first time and you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Gearhead 704.